24 hours a day, 60 minutes an hour, 60 seconds a minute. Always have been and always will be. But do you really think that time goes this way? Well, I personally don't. Because when I have a busy day, full schedule, I have a lot to do, I can never find time to do it. And when it's a light day, I'm just chilling and bored, I feel like I can do the whole world on this day. So, I had another thought, which is this clock is my enemy. It just never wants me to do what I want. But it turned out that no, I'm not getting mad. No, this clock is not my enemy. So forget about this and let me tell you what actually happens on your mind. First of all, starting this experiment, I had to find out if I'm hallucinating or time actually flies differently. So I did some research and found out that time flies differently according to our expectations. So if I expect that time will fly, it will fly. And if I expect it to crawl, it will obey me and crawl. Of course I didn't buy it. So I decided to try it myself and prove it or disprove it. So I had to do some interesting stuff versus some boring stuff and find if time will fly or crawl. So for the interesting ones, I had to play cards with my friends. It was really amazing and time flew really quickly. And also I had to click snooze multiple times, waking up, so I get an extra sleeping hour. And it flew like seconds. For the boring ones, I had to study for an hour. It felt like an eternity. I wanted to stop. And for the second boring one, I had to do some planks and get into training. It was really tiring and I was counting second by second. So I immediately believed what I have read and what I found in my research. Your brain doesn't perceive time as the ticks and tocks of a clock, but rather it tends to stretch the ticks or scrunch the tocks, according to how much you're enjoying what you're doing or bored with it and praying for it to stop. Because every thought in your brain is translated as a horizon. For example, reading a book, the horizons are the end of each syllable, word, sentence, and so on. So if you're really engrossed into this book and having fun with it, your brain sees the big picture, and the near and far horizons seem really close to each other, and time flutters by. While if you are bored and really wishes that book end, your brain perceives each horizon on its own, and they are not knit together. So you feel that time goes really slowly, and you might even think that clock is going backwards. There are, of course, other theories to prove this. For example, the dopamine theory. The higher the dopamine level in your brain, the faster you think that time goes by. Also, there is the brain activating cells theory, because they think that when your brain is highly active, the cells activate each other quickly, and you think that time goes by really fast. So that was it, a proof that we are not getting mad. See you in another video.